So, you're at the airport. It's bright, loud, and busy. It looks chaotic, but almost nothing is accidental. Every detail is engineered to guide you and get you to spend more time and money before you board. From the carpet to the smells, every element is a psychological tool. Airports are invisible systems, turning waiting areas into profitable retail spaces. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the 7 key secrets airports use to engineer your experience. Let's dive in. First up, the layout, the strategic arrangement of space. Ever notice how getting to your gate often feels less like a direct path and more like a journey through a carefully curated shopping mall? That's not an accident. That's by design. A very deliberate design. Airports cleverly employ what's known as a walk-through trap, a concept notably inspired by IKEA's store layout. This design subtly forces you along a winding path, often longer than necessary. This path leads you past dozens and dozens of stores, each vying for your attention. There's intentionally no direct route, just a carefully curated maze designed to maximize exposure. This maximizes your exposure to retail opportunities, increasing the likelihood of impulse buys. Gentle curves are strategically implemented to keep you moving at a leisurely pace, making the journey feel natural and unhurried, not forced or rushed. And the prime real estate within this maze? It's the duty-free shops strategically positioned right after security, capitalizing on the moment when you're most relieved to be through security and have time to spare before your flight. Enticing displays are carefully revealed one after another as you progress, constantly keeping you engaged, curious, and, of course, tempted to make a purchase. The longer you spend navigating this retail-rich zone, the significantly more likely you are to make a purchase, even if unplanned. The entire airport layout functions as a deliberate maze, meticulously designed for profit maximization, prioritizing revenue generation over speed and efficiency of passenger flow. So next time you find yourself feeling like you're taking the scenic route to your gate, just remember, it's all part of a carefully considered and strategic plan. Airports are effectively turning your otherwise unproductive wait time into their prime revenue-generating time. It's a clean, seemingly intuitive, and remarkably effective design strategy. This carefully constructed maze is the very foundation upon which the airport's entire commercial strategy is built. So remember, you're not just a traveler passing through, you're also a valued customer on a meticulously guided shopping tour, whether you realize it or not. Now let's shift our focus downwards and talk about the floor beneath our feet. It's easy to overlook, but the flooring in an airport is a carefully considered element of the overall design. Airports predominantly use hard surfaces like tile in main walkways, corridors, and shopping areas. This isn't just a matter of aesthetics, there's a practical and psychological reason behind it. The choice of tile is not just for durability and ease of maintenance, but also to subtly create a sense of motion, a feeling of urgency, and a need to keep moving forward. The distinct echo of rolling suitcases and the sound of footsteps bouncing off the hard surface tells your brain, almost subconsciously, to keep moving, to stay on pace with the flow of travelers. There's a subtle pressure to not linger, but as you approach your departure gate, you'll notice a distinct change. The hard tile gives way, and the floor subtly shifts to soft, inviting carpet. Instantly, the ambient noise level seems to drop, the echoing fades, and the space immediately feels calmer and more relaxed. This is what we can call the dwell zone, a designated area for waiting and relaxation. These carpeted areas subtly signal to your mind that it's time to slow down, take a breath, and relax before your flight. You're far more likely to feel comfortable in this environment, experience less anxiety about your journey, and perhaps even be tempted to grab a coffee, browse a magazine, or simply unwind. It's a subtle yet highly effective way to segment the airport into distinct zones with different purposes. Tile encourages movement and efficiency while carpet promotes waiting and relaxation. This seemingly simple flooring choice is actually a sophisticated example of behavioral engineering, carefully designed to influence passenger behavior. The hard tile pushes you through the retail maze, encouraging you to browse quickly and efficiently, while the soft carpet welcomes you to pause, relax, and perhaps make a purchase before your flight. It's a silent conductor, subtly shaping your pace, influencing your mood, and guiding your actions within the airport environment. You may not consciously notice the change, but your behavior subtly shifts as you transition between these different flooring types. From the moment you step inside, the floor is subtly guiding you, influencing your journey every step of the way. Next, the smells. That whiff of perfume or coffee isn't accidental. It's scent marketing. Airports use hidden machines to release specific fragrances, triggering emotions and memories. Luxury scents make products seem more desirable. Familiar smells build trust and comfort. Signature scents connect you to brands, breaking down your resistance to buy. Even the smell of cinnamon rolls or coffee is vented to draw you in. These scents trigger cravings and impulse buys, appealing to primal instincts. The air you breathe is a marketing tool designed to influence your mood and actions. It's an invisible layer of persuasion. The next time you catch a scent, remember, it's there to guide your wallet. In airports, even the air is engineered. Look up. Lighting and ceiling height are powerful psychological tools. High vaulted ceilings in main halls create a sense of freedom and reduce stress, even in crowds. As you move toward shops and gates, ceilings drop, making spaces feel more intimate and focused. Bright, crisp lighting in retail areas keeps you alert and engaged. At the gate, lighting shifts to warm and soft, mimicking a lounge and calming your nerves. This transition signals it's time to relax and wait. The combination of space and light manages your emotions, keeping you moving or helping you settle. It's a carefully calibrated system, invisible but effective. Airports use architecture to guide your feelings and actions. Every light and ceiling is part of the plan. The environment shapes your journey. You've made it to your gate, a significant milestone in your journey. You've navigated security, perhaps grabbed a coffee, and now you're finally here, ready to board. But there's no boarding call yet. The screen remains stubbornly blank, devoid of the information you're eagerly awaiting. That delay? Sometimes it's intentional. A strategy called the gate hold. Airlines and airports sometimes use this tactic to manage passenger flow and, perhaps more subtly, influence your spending habits. Airports want you in the retail zone as long as possible, encouraging you to browse, shop, and dine. Not sitting at the gate. An occupied seat is a missed opportunity for a potential purchase. Boarding info is often withheld, creating a sense of anticipation and uncertainty. Creating ambiguity, leaving you guessing about when you'll actually be able to board. And keeping you shopping, just in case you have some extra time to kill. The fear of missing your flight keeps you near departure screens, constantly checking for updates, surrounded by stores, restaurants, and tempting displays. When boarding is finally announced, there's a rush, a sudden surge of activity as everyone scrambles to get in line. But by then, you've spent extra time, and maybe money in the shops, succumbing to the carefully curated temptations. This manufactured uncertainty boosts revenue without you realizing it. It's a subtle but effective strategy. The airport walks a fine line, maximizing your time in commercial zones, but not making you miss your flight. That would be bad for business, that hurry up and wait feeling. It's by design, a carefully orchestrated plan to influence your behavior. Delayed announcements are a simple, effective trick. A classic nudge in the world of behavioral economics. The goal? Keep you spending until the last minute, squeezing every last drop of potential revenue. It's a smart way to turn anxiety into profit. A win-win for the airport perhaps, but something to be aware of as a traveler. Let's talk about airport prices. $5 water, $20 sandwiches. It feels like extortion, but it's strategic. Once you're past security, you're in a closed market with limited options. Vendors know you can't leave, so they charge a premium. Security rules create artificial scarcity. No outside liquids means you have to buy inside. The high price isn't about value, it's about your lack of alternatives. There's also the now or never effect. You're about to board, so you buy as insurance against future discomfort. Urgency overrides your normal price sensitivity. You wouldn't pay these prices at home, but in the airport, context changes everything. The environment makes you act on emotion, not logic. This applies to food, water, neck pillows, everything. The airport is a bubble where normal consumer logic doesn't apply. It's a powerful illusion engineered for profit. Finally, let's talk about emotional engineering. Airports are transitional spaces, making us feel vulnerable and open to suggestion. Designers use this micro-vulnerability to encourage spending. Soft music and emotional ads near gates heighten nostalgia and sentiment. Ads shift from products to stories. Families, farewells, reunions, tapping into your reasons for travel. This emotional priming leads to emotional spending, buying gifts, treats, or souvenirs as meaningful acts. The environment nudges you into reflection, making purchases feel significant. Every element from music to ads is chosen to resonate with travelers' mindsets. Airports turn transactions into emotional experiences. It's the final and most powerful layer of influence. Your emotions are part of the airport's business model. Piece it all together. The maze, the floors, the scents, the lights, the emotions, and airports reveal their true nature. What looks like chaos is actually a finely tuned system, guiding your actions at every step. Airports are labs of human behavior, blending psychology, architecture, and economics for profit. Next time you fly, notice the hidden patterns and cues all around you. You'll see the space in a whole new way. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Curiosity Circuit for more hidden systems in plain sight.